Welcome to Attic Buzz YouTube channel. I'm Russ, and I'm here to show you a whole bunch of videos, DVDs, VHS, Blu-rays, basically any sort of physical media that I pick up. I've done a few op shop secondhand store runs, and I've managed to pick up quite a few decent physical titles, mainly DVD. But also Blu-ray. Wouldn't exactly call myself a collector, but I do want to gather up as much physical media as possible because I really dislike streaming and not owning anything. So I am snapping up as much physical media as I can over the next few years while it's cheap and available still. I do think physical media will be around for a while yet. I don't think it's going to disappear, especially with as many collectors as there are. But I think there is definitely a tide is turning on the streaming services, and that people want to actually own the things that they pay money for. So today I actually went to a op shop, or a thrift store, as you call them in the States, and managed to get, I hadn't actually been to this store in a long time. We're talking probably 6 to 8 months. I just haven't been around that way, or if I have been, it hasn't been an opportunity to have a look in the store. And I'm glad I went today because I picked up quite a few older titles that I either didn't know existed, never heard of, or that I sort of needed to add to my collection. So I'm going to go through them. There's probably about a dozen. I'll talk about, whether I have it or I don't have it. There's a couple that I've already got, but I got a different issue. And then we'll just have a look at the bargains that I managed to score. So this op shop, in Australia, op shops are weird in the fact that some charge like $1 for DVDs, $3 for Blu-ray. Other stores charge $2 or $3. This store tended to lean towards the higher side. There was a couple I ummed and ahed over whether I actually wanted them. And there's a couple in the collection, which I'll show you right at the end, that I paid $5 for. Again, I ummed and ahed about that. But in the end, I thought, $5, it's going to a good cause, so why not? So the first on my list is a Western, which I've been getting into lately. And this is a Paul Newman one, Hombre. You can see the RIP sticker that obviously was on sale at the shops at some stage, but this stars Paul Newman. I have heard of this movie before, but I've never seen it before. So if you have seen it, let me know in the comments down below whether it's any good or not. The reviews seemed pretty positive with this movie, and I love Paul Newman, who doesn't? So Hombre, definitely on my list to watch soon. The next one I have is The Guns of Navarone. Now, Hombre, I did pay $3 for that one, but the reviews were pretty good, and I love my Westerns, so I definitely think that was probably worth it. The Guns of Navarone, paid $2 for. The price sticker is still on there. Again, a classic, and this is a collector's edition. What does that mean? It means that it's got a whole lot of special features. It also has audio commentary by the director, which is pretty cool. I love a good director commentary or audio commentary from the stars or whoever. You just gain a whole lot of insights into the movie and the making of the movie when you watch those. I have seen this movie, but not for many, many years. I would say probably over 2 decades. And so I'm keen to rewatch this. And how can you go wrong with Gregory Peck and David Niven? The next one, in the same vein, Bridge over the River Kwai. Now, this is one of my favorite sort of war films of that era. It's probably a fairly popular one. Again, I paid $2 for it. I didn't actually have this in my collection. And again, it doesn't have great special features, but there's a few things there I'll check out. But I would love to see this movie once again. It's a classic, and again, how could you go wrong with William Holden and Alec Guinness, a young Alec Guinness? The next one I also paid $2 for. I have not seen this one. So Bugsy Malone. So this was an 80 movie, I believe. No, 70, sorry, 76. This came out. So I'm keen to see this. I do love a decently sort of pictured gangster film. I don't love all of them. I like these 1920s ones. And I'm keen to see Bugsy Malone. And I haven't seen it. Again, if you've seen it, let me know how good it is in the comments below. Now, we're moving sort of into the 80s here. Now, Footloose, I saw this. I paid $3 for it. This was an and I already own it, but I love the Get Up and Dance collection. It is a special collector's edition, and it does have, and this was the seller for me, it does have commentary by Kevin Bacon and also by the producer and writer. So just getting the commentary on this from Kevin Bacon himself will be worth the extra $1 or $2 I paid for it. So that is the Footloose Get Up and Dance collection. Very apt. Another one that I don't think I've seen is Remember the Titans. Again, I've heard good things about it. It's a collector's edition, not that that really means much. I sort of undernard on this one. Again, $3, which is probably 3 times what I normally pay. But again, it had some decent, half-decent sort of bonus features. It says filmmaker audio commentary. I'm not sure who that is. If you know, let me know in the comments below, but I guess I'll find out when I listen to it. But I wouldn't mind watching this again. I think I've watched it ages ago, but I'm not sure. But I don't mind some Denzel Washington movies. For me, he's a bit hit and miss, but I think this one will be a good one. Now, this is one I've never heard of. Color Me Kubrick. It's based on a true-ish story. It stars John Malkovich. And again, what did I pay for this one? $3. Again, $3. You can see it was an ex-rental from Video Easy. That was a large video store rental chain in Australia before they all went belly up. And it's got a few behind the features interviews with stars. I've never heard of this one, but the idea of it sounds really cool. Again, let me know if you've seen it, how good it is or not. Again, this is one I had never heard of. The Jupiter Menace. It sort of touts itself as a documentary, but I don't know about this one. I've never heard of it. I just took a punt on it. The reviews were actually pretty good, and I just love the artwork on the cover. Again, I paid $3. Again, that's probably a bit more, but I never have seen this out in the wild before, so I thought I'd just grab it. Same with the Color Me Kubrick. I've never seen that in the wild before, so really happy I went to this op shop. Now, this is a classic, and I do not have this in my collection. Alfred Hitchcock's Rope. I've got quite a few of his. Again, I paid $3 for it. Again, that's probably not what I'd normally pay for a DVD, but listen, they had some great titles at this op shop. Again, I haven't seen this out in the wild before, and it's definitely one I wanted to pick up. This is one that I have not seen yet, the Warren Beatty Bonnie and Clyde movie with Faye Dunaway. Again, it looks pretty cool. No real special features to note. I hate it when they put scene access as a special feature. It really isn't a special feature, guys. Again, $3. Again, I am a nerd for $3, but again, this I haven't seen it, so I really wanted to see it. So if I see it and don't like it, I'll just sell it or give it away or something like that. But I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Now, this was a find. I've never seen a Dave Allen disc. If you don't know who Dave Allen is, he was a very intelligent, funny comedian who had his own show for years in the sort of, I want to say 70s and 80s. I'm not sure if it went too far into the 80s. He was a genius, and I've never seen one of his DVDs before, so I quickly grabbed that, and I'd be happy to watch. I grew up as a kid watching Dave Allen, so it'd be awesome to revisit that. Now, these are the last two. These are the two that I bought for $5. One I think I'll show you that one first. I think this is worth it because it's actually a TV series, the complete first season of Flight of the Conchords. Um, I I know of this show and I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I have not actually sat down and watched episode after episode. And I actually sort of probably more bought this for my wife, who I believe is a fan, but I'm happy to sit there and watch it as well. So that was $5, 2 disc, complete first season. I don't think it's too much to ask for that. The last one, now I do own this film. I actually own multiple copies of this film. I also have it on VHS. But this is the 30th anniversary edition, with some deleted scenes, interviews with Steven Spielberg, outtakes. I don't know whether it really would stand up to the collector's edition, but it's the 30th anniversary edition, and I love the film, so I grabbed it, and that is Jaws. How could you not have multiple copies of Jaws? I mean, come on. It's a classic movie. As I said, the bonus features aren't great, but look at that classic cover, brilliant. Once I clean that up and take the price stickers off and everything, it will just look great in my collection. And I'm really happy. Look at that back cover; that's a great shot. And I'm really happy to have this. I spent $5 on it, but to tell you what, like, I would have done that time and time again. It wasn't an decision. It was just like, yeah, I'll grab it. And that's it. So if you've enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments down below. I will be making more of these videos where I grab physical media, movies, some CDs as well, some bit of music, but it'll be mostly focused on the 80s, 70s and 80s movies, some going into the 90s movies. And I'm really collecting stuff that I want to have in my collection, that I want to be able to watch whenever I can, and not be edited or changed or whatever, which is something is creeping into streaming services. And I'm sick of paying every month for stuff that I don't use. So I'm happy with these physical media, these DVDs that I grabbed. They didn't really have any Blu-rays there, but I did get some other stuff from other op shops or thrift stores in the last sort of week or so. So definitely look out for some more videos. I'll try and do one of these videos every week, once a week probably, and then we'll go from there. And just let me know in the comments down below if you like this idea. I know there's quite a few sort of video YouTube channels that do this, but I just thought I'd throw my hat in the ring. Well, thanks. This has been Russ from Attic Buzz. Check out my websites. All the links and that are down below, and I'll see you again.